So before we start, I'd like you to do something for me. Think of one childhood moment, the one, just one, the one that when you look back at it right now, realize that it changed something in you. Have you gotten it? Hold on to it. We'll come back to that. Hello, and welcome to Unlearning Us Podcast. My name is Janet Igochukwu, and I am the host of this podcast. Watching this right now, this is the very first episode, and I'm super excited because I'm launching this podcast on my birthday. I'm not gonna lie, I am very nervous, like super genuinely nervous, because this is something I've always wanted to do. This is something that has been on my mind for months now. And I'm happy also that I get to do that now and I get to carry you with me. Quickly, what is this podcast about? Unlearning Us Podcast is a safe space where we get to talk about the things that I think we don't nearly discuss enough. And these are how our childhood experiences, no matter how tiny they are, influences or impact who we become as adults. How those things drop off on our relationship with people, on the choice of friendships that we make, on the career choices that we make, and on how we choose life partners and all of that, right? I've had the fair share, and I think from my experience that these are things that if I had knowledge about them, if I was properly guided, I probably wouldn't have made certain mistakes that I did. Although that these mistakes were very essential in my growth, but then I think if I learned better, or if I was told the right things, or if I had the proper conversations or topic matters, then I would have had a much more better life. And even though that it looks like, oh, I'm starting that now, which is not so late, I also think that a lot of young people out there, people who are younger than myself, or people who are also my age and are probably still finding themselves in all of those patterns reoccurring, how they can be able to trace back to how it started and find their way to rewriting those wrongs and understanding of why their life is different and how unique the life can be. If you've watched to this point, I want you to quickly do three things for me. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm going to be releasing more episodes around this. I'm going to be hosting guests. I'm going to be speaking with a lot of persons. They're going to be talking about things that we see around our everyday life, things that are very, very peculiar to us as young people, things that we need to take more serious and we need to take much more intentionality when addressing those concerns. So please, you would like to subscribe, like this video, and share to someone else who you believe this video will be of help to. But here's the thing, these patterns are very much dynamic. A quick story. While I was growing up, I remember one time in school where we were asked, I think I was in SS2, where we were asked to indicate if you wanted to contest as a girls prefect or a school prefect in school then, right? And the person who was, oh, like everybody's preference, everybody's choice, she had moved out of the school, she had switched to a different school. And at that point, I felt like, oh, the biggest competitor is no longer in school, right? It's an opportunity for you to try this stuff because I'd always wanted to lead. I felt like I had this capacity to lead, right? I felt like, oh, I'm smart, I'm book smart, I am outspoken, I look good, I have the values that would put me in that seat. And yeah, I loved people and I loved how I could be able to, bring warmness in the environment, right? So during that meeting, right, I raised up my hand and I indicated that I wanted to contest. And little did I know that that day experience would change everything in my life. Right. I remember coming back to class and everybody was like laughing, making jest of me. I mean, of all people in class, why would it be Janet? Who do you think you are? Like, of all people in class, do you even think you can be able to meet up to that standard? And should be told, I felt really, really bad. Like, I felt really bad. I felt sad. In my mind, I was like, so these people do not even consider me good enough to compete. Like, they don't think I'm good enough to be a leader. They don't think I can lead them. They don't think I have the capacity. They think I'm shy. They think I don't belong. All of these stuffs. And at that moment, right, I remember making up my mind and promising myself that I'm going to lead these people. I'm going to show these people that they are the ones who lost. I'm going to show them that I can't easily be belittled, right? Even though they were able to shut me up at that time, that I can still find myself in a place where my voice would matter, and I'm going to prove to them that I can lead and I will lead well, right? Fast forward to when I entered into the university and I was contesting for the position of a vice president. What started off as a joke became serious, right? I had this big competitor, big opponent, and this girl was nice. Like, she was smart academically, she was good looking, she was everything that every vice president needs to have, right? She was very good. So I felt like maybe she had an age, knew more people than myself. She was much more the social person than me. It got to a point where the competition became very, very intense, and I was at this point of giving up because in my mind, remember what happened in secondary school? It can happen again, and you would feel bad, and you would cry yourself to sleep again. And I was close to giving up. I was close to, in fact, I gave up. But thank God for the friends I had in school. They were really amazing people. I shout out to all of them. I really appreciate you guys for how supportive they were at the time. So I remember one time where I was at the point of giving up, and I remembered this happened when I was secondary school. Remember the patterns. Remember, you have to prove to them that you can do this. Even if they are not here watching you at the moment, if you give up now, you've already proven to them that what they said is true. You can't do this. Men and burden. At that point, I had to stand up, continued fighting, right? And lucky enough, I won the election and I emerged as vice president of my department. So when I got in conversation with my opponent then, and she was like, "Ha, Janet, I was so scared. Oh. Everybody likes you. You are very good. You're smart. You had everything." Right? And I was surprised. I was like, this is the same girl that everybody in class thought that she wasn't good enough, that she wasn't smart enough, that she couldn't compete to that position, right? If this girl could go back to SS2, they won't even dare to say those words, right? And I know that a lot of us have the same experiences, things that you've been told that you are, that deep down you know you aren't. This is a space where we can get to talk about those things. I didn't even realize that those experiences were still affecting me, right? Affecting how appeared in front of crowd, how I made choices, and how I ranked myself, right? Until it's just played out, right? Until now that I'm older and I reflect and I look back and I realize that, oh, the things I was told growing up has affected who I've become, right? If I was told different things, I probably would have become a different person. As an adult, I can't lie that I've been able to outgrow all of those things that I was exposed to, all of those things that I've been told and that have become my reality. However, confronting them and understanding that those things and and understanding myself better has been like a total new journey for me and has been like a game now as an adult, even though that I can't say that I've been able to like totally outgrow those things or totally change that personality. But then understanding who I am and why I act the way I do has helped me to navigate life. Has helped me to scare through and skip all of the things that probably I would have been drowned in. So now I've shared my story with you. I want you to do the same for me. This podcast is not just about me, it's about you too. It's about how you understand why things happen the way they do and how best to approach those things. Because I understand that we all are unique beings and we react differently to different things, right? So, understanding how you react to things and why you do so, and how you can be the best version of yourself. Remember the moment I asked you to think about in the beginning of this video? Yeah, that moment. I want you to drop it in the comment section. Yeah, whatever it is, maybe the time your parents said something, something a friend said to you, something a sibling did to you, or maybe something that you had to go through as a child. Drop it to the comment section. And if you can't drop it in the comment section, my DMs are open. You can always send your DMs. Yeah, I will respond to every single one of them. Because here's the thing, when you name it, you start to take charge of it. And when you share it, you realize that you're not alone. So pause the video if you need to. Go to the comment section, come to my DM, drop it there, write it down. I'll wait, I'll read, and I'll listen to every single one of them. And I will do my best to ensure that I'm able to respond to you. I may not know the best response for you or the best solution for you, or but then I'm sure going to bring in someone who's going to talk to you about it and who's going to help you navigate it. And with time, you can also get to teach and equip others who are probably struggling in that same thing with you. The truth is, we all carry something, we all carry experiences, we all carry data. So you can say something that is totally out of the box. This podcast is not just for me, it is also for you. And I want to make sure that I'm talking about what actually matters. Something that relates to you, something that inspires, that teaches, that equips you, something that is reviving, right? Because in a world where the internet is filled with a lot of messages and information, some of them from toxic people, some of them from people who have navigated life the wrong way. They just come out and pour out experiences and pour out knowledge and pour out information, right? If you're not able to sieve out the right one from them and absorb those right information, you'll be drowned in making the same mistakes that these people make, right? So this podcast is a safe space where we can get the right, clean knowledge and information that helps us to have a better life. So while you're here, kindly like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because we're going to be doing this every single week, and some weeks we get to do it twice. So we're going to be wrapping it up here. Thank you so much for joining me in today's podcast. I'm super excited that I get to do this today because I've been thinking, I've been worried sick about how I'm going to be able to do this video today, and I'm so happy that finally this video is here. I want you to do three things for me, just three. First, I want you to leave a comment. Tell me something that you draw out of this podcast. Tell me your story. Send me a message on WhatsApp. And I would love to connect with you too. You can also follow me on all my social media handles. My name is Janet Igochukwu on all social media handles: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, anywhere. Janet Igochukwu. And you can also connect with me on WhatsApp. I'll be dropping my WhatsApp number and my WhatsApp link on the comment section so you can easily just follow the link and send me hi on WhatsApp. Also, I would love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can be able to get more visibility on these videos, reach more people, right? And thirdly, if this video was of help to you, I'd love you to send this video to someone you believe that this video would be of help to. Yeah. And also, today is my birthday, so I'd love you to also wish me a happy birthday and say a word of prayer for me. Thank you. Bye.